Welcome back to DBL. Is leaving everything behind and moving to another country courageous or cowardly? Demetria Brown fled her American life and moved to Mexico after watching George Floyd's murder. She spoke with Lindsay earlier about why she's fed up with America. Here's her story.
Some say home is where the heart is, but what happens when home breaks your heart?
My exit did not come from hate, of hating America, no.
Demetria Brown grew up in California. Her dad was in prison serving a life sentence for murder.
I was supposed to be this girl that fell victim to the streets, ended up on drugs, no education, no support. That was supposed to be my path, but it wasn't.
In 2004, her hard work paid off, and she landed her dream job as a probation officer. For nearly 20 years, she helped the youth.
It was encouraging until it didn't matter anymore. We no longer could do good because we were drowning in all of the bad.
Then, in 2019, Demetria learned that her father, who had already served 40 years behind bars, had been wrongfully convicted.
I haven't talked to him my whole adult life, but I forgave him. And we spoke and kept talking, and 6 months later, he was released.
On June 1st of this year, 1 week after the death of George Floyd,
I can't breathe my face. Just get up. Oh.
Here I was, this black woman with a black father that was a victim of the system. The very system that I work for, that I know that isn't always just. Watching another video of a black man die was too much.
Just days before her 42nd birthday, Demetria made a life-altering decision.
But I'm quitting my job after almost 20 years. And I'm banking on me making it.
Her new home? Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
This place never judged me for being black. It never judged me for being a woman. It never judged me for being me.
Demetria Brown, welcome to DBL.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So you are officially a resident of Mexico now.
I am.
And you were a probation officer in the U.S. for nearly 20 years. I have several friends that are correction officers, and they tell me sometimes the bad days outweigh the good ones. So what went into your decision to move to Mexico?
It wasn't well thought out. It wasn't a real solid plan because, one, I wasn't sure I could actually do it. Two, I wasn't sure I had enough courage to do it. But I had just had to follow my heart and do what I felt was right. And leaving, especially at the time that I did, was honestly the best thing that I could have done.
Now, how did your family respond to your move? Because I know that everybody probably wasn't excited to see you go.
Yeah, my son was very angry. He was fed all of the propaganda about Mexico and how dangerous it is for women, and I understood his concerns as well as other people. My friends and family were shocked that I was leaving in their minds so abruptly, and leaving behind so much that I had worked for. I had a lot of people telling me that I would fail, like, what's wrong with me? Am I going through crisis? I had a lot of that, but I still wanted to come.
And I know you've been through some personal trauma regarding your job as a corrections officer, regarding seeing what's going on for Black Americans in this country. But what do you say to people that are saying you left and almost if we all decided to leave, we would let the oppressors win?
I got that a lot. I was called a coward for leaving. They're saying that I didn't stay and fight.
I'm doing this so I don't have to put my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit in harm's way anymore.
You have to do what's best for you. And my way of making change was doing the job that I was doing and doing it with passion, doing it with fairness, and doing it with love. And I did all that I could do to, I think, help people that look like me. I tried. And at this stage, all I can do is save me. And hopefully in me saving me, I'm showing my daughter that life is still possible. I'm showing my sisters and my other family that life is still possible, that it doesn't always all rest on us fixing the world. We have to fix us.
Now, as you said, you have a daughter, so you're raising a young black girl, a young black woman. What do you think your message of your move sends to her?
To do what makes you happy, do what is fulfilling, and don't allow anything to define who you are.
And being a black woman, you think that she'll have a better life if she does come with you in Mexico?
Absolutely, yes. I believe that being raised in different places is incredible. Me traveling all around the world, my daughter being exposed to travel is amazing. And I would love for her to come and just allow the world to educate her. She doesn't have to stay in the States to do that.
I want to ask you, will you ever come back to the U.S.?
I don't see myself returning to the States at all. I didn't leave because I hate the United States. I left because I no longer fit in.
Demetria, thank you so much for sharing your story with DBL.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back.